I'm John Skinner, and here's where we're going with this video. This is the best thing I know how to cook. These are fried clams. And all right, well, let's just get right into it. So clamming is something I do in the winter because the fish are pretty much gone, and this is really the only thing I can figure out to do to stay on the water. And yeah, that's frozen salt water, so that's running around 28 degrees. I'm wearing Proline breathable boot foot waders, just a light pair of sweatpants over blue jeans, just plain old tube socks, and it's okay. I'm not cold. So I just want to give you a look at ideal clamming. This is not how I'm going to get my 100 clam limit, but I wanted to use this for demonstration purposes. So you can see there's an edge there. I've got mud on one side, sand on the other. Clams are like fish, you know, they like edges too. So yeah, this is ideal here. You know, shallow, you can see the rake, it's sandy on this side, and I'm just digging it in, dragging it, and yeah, there's a couple of clams, but you know what, I could probably clean out this edge in an hour or so. I don't think there's that many clams there, but it's good for demonstration purposes. This is what clamming is really like. It's a little bit deeper. This is a tough bottom, it's kind of hard, there's a lot of rocks. And I'm going to have to get in deeper, which means in this cold water, unfortunately, that left hand's going to go in the water and part of the way up my arm. I'm wearing a stormer jacket, a neoprene jacket. Those are glacier gloves. It's okay. It's, you know, definitely, it's not too uncomfortable. And there we go. You know, we've got some rocks, got some clams, shake it out. There's 3 clams there. That's a good shot. I would be very happy to get 3 clams every time down. So usually you get 1 or 2. Hey, sometimes you get 4 or 5 also. And here's an underwater view of what clamming looks like. And like I mentioned, hard bottom, lots of rocks, so it's really difficult to dig those teeth in. But there you go. There's one popping out into the basket. And yeah, it's definitely takes some effort. But like I said, I don't really have any fish to fish for in the winter, so this gives me something to do, and I love eating clams. And there you go, a couple clams in the basket. And of course, it seems like no matter what I do, I'm going to encounter law enforcement on the water. So, yep, this gentleman is going to take a look at my clams. He's going to make sure that I don't have a bunch of really little ones in there, and of course I don't. And also he's checking to see how, you know, make sure I don't have over 100. And you can't see that, but around my neck is a clamming permit. So he's checking that as well. I don't need to keep it around my neck, but I do because it's easier if I get checked. All right, here we go. Clean these things off. I mean, you saw that when I pull that rake up, you know, these things are kind of encrusted in mud. So you definitely want to wash all of that off. And the size, these are like big necks or small cherries. All right, a lot of people would shuck the clams, you know, open them. You know what, I'm going to steam them, and I'm going to make sure as soon as they pop open, I get them out of that, because I don't want to cook them twice, but this is just so much easier. I don't want to open 50 plus clams. And yeah, so here we are, steamed clams. You just knock the clam out with a knife, and you know what, they hold together better, and it just works out well, especially for this recipe. It's so important to drain these things, and the problem is if you get any moisture in the hot oil, that stuff is going to splatter like an explosion. So I drain them, I put them on paper towels, and again, having steamed them instead of shucking them, this is easier to get rid of that extra moisture, because yeah, it can be a huge problem in the hot oil. And the secret ingredient, crushed up Ritz crackers. Oh, this makes just a fantastic topping. Yeah, you'll see. This is just wonderful. Make sure it's really fine. It's pretty easy to do. Okay. Yep, they're going into flour. You know what? If you had wax paper for the flour and crushed up cracker part, yeah, that would work out well. I ran out. When I was getting those clams out of that first bowl, I was intentionally poking those things. Again, I'm worrying about splattering if the bellies could explode. I've heard this before. Not even sure if that's true. I stab them anyway. I really don't. I've had splattering issues before, and I don't anymore, so I do what I can. So you saw I went through the egg, first one from the flour into the egg, now into that really finely crushed up cracker stuff, and it's easy to crush up the crackers. It takes very little work. All right, now they're ready to go into the oil. This is peanut oil heated to 375 degrees. And yep, just going to put them in, and now that I've taken great care, They won't splatter at all. Just leave them in for a couple of minutes. You see them turn that nice golden brown color, and you just flip them over. Just go through the whole thing, and yep, and leave them in a couple more minutes, and then with a spoon with a hole in it, it's easier to drain. Just start scooping them all out, and yeah, you can see that nice, pretty uniform color to them. And oh yeah, these things are going to be delicious. All right, you can see I've got them on paper towels there. And now I'm going to get some more paper towels to pat the oil off the top of them. And yeah, the finished product is just really super. Yeah, put some, you might squirt some lemon juice on them. Eat them with ketchup, whatever you want. There you go. Just really restaurant quality. Hey, easy cleanup with this pan. And I have links to everything in the description of the video, including this pan, which is just wonderful because it snaps out of the base, goes right in the dishwasher, and you're done. All right, thanks for watching.